What's going on, BVC fans? This is Bobby, aka Bot from Bot vs. Con. Those who follow the channel know that it takes me a while to actually open up a Hasbro figure, and so I decided to look into this Gamers Edition Bumblebee. Now, I know James was surprised, aka Con, that I like this figure, so I'll do a short review of it and see if it's what I thought it would be. I never played the War for Cybertron game, so this is a figure that's completely new. But let's jump into it and see where we go from there. So let's take a look at the box. I think the box looks amazing. War for Cybertron here against Ode to the Game. I'm glad that the figure is not this battle damage that's on here, but I do like this color and the picture though. We can see in here the actual bot. He's strapped up really hard there across his chest. See the figure here as well. I really like these keypad symbols or controller symbols that are all around the box. This is a Studio Series, transforms in 21 steps. I will not be going through the transformation. There's tons of videos out there on that, so I'll just really be looking at the bot mode and the alt mode. I really dig the alt mode, and that's actually one of the things that made me grab this figure. I did like that it's a G1-esque head here for the figure instead of the normal Bayverse movie Bumblebee that we have nowadays. Again, this cutout of the controller looks really, really good. Good picture of Bumblebee there. Makes me almost want to play the game. Here, Transformers War for Cybertron. Again, another keypad. And stuff that we normally see on the bottom of boxes. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so now we have Bumblebee out the box, and first impressions were, man, this guy is small, but he has a very big belly. So this is definitely due to transformation, but I just wasn't expecting it to be that big, especially with these skinny little legs here. So I do have to mark off for that, but I love this face sculpt. He looks very serious here. If I can get a little bit of focus there. The paint looks really, really good on this figure. Love the Autobot insignia there. Love the stripes here as well. Details of the wheels. This rolls, which is really kind of cool there. The legs are a little boring. It would have been nice if there was some detail here or maybe a little bit of paint, but some color would have been really good here. From the sides, I again love the color on the shoulders there. Big bubble butt backpack here, but we can see tail lights. I do like those. The legs, again, really, really thin. Feet, not much definition there in the feet, so not a fan there. Love this red here. This is so cool here. So I like that aspect about it, and again, I think I picked this figure up more so for the alt mode because it looks like a Cybertronian vehicle. But again, back to the back, just some black here, which breaks up the yellow, and that's about it. Now, in terms of articulation, the hands do not move. You do get a little swivel here, which is nice. The arms do go up, not quite all the way up, but we can kind of see that he didn't necessarily make the cheerleader squad. Same with practicing of a split, but that's about all you get there. He does get a more than 90-degree bend in the knee there. I think this is more so due to transformation of ankle tilt. The head does look up quite a bit, does not look down, and it does spin on this ball joint. Now, some of the things that immediately stood out to me was, of course, this gap here. I do wish that this either closed or there was something that slid out, but what could I ask for? This isn't a masterpiece. So all in all, I give the bot mode, probably a 6 out of 10. Again, I wasn't expecting the legs to look so skinny. If they were a little bit thicker, I would have definitely gave it a higher rating, maybe even an 8. So now let's take a look at him with some weapons. He gets a nice detailed sword. This is really good looking here, and you can see all the definition in that sword, and it just pegs into his hand like so. Oh yeah, Bumblebee's looking really bad. He also gets, I don't know what this is. I'm assuming this is something from the game, but it looks like a booster or something of some type. I did see on the box that this can plug into the top of the car. He also gets what looks like an arm cannon. Again, not familiar with the game, but I saw that the arm comes off and this pegs into the arm, which is kind of cool. Remnants of when G1 Transformers would have their guns come out of their arms, like Optimus Prime and his battle axe. These items can actually peg on the back here with these little tabs, and they just store right there, and then this one can go right underneath. So I really like that. He is back heavy, and these little legs can still hold that weight there, so that's really cool there. So now let's take a look at how these weapons integrate with his arm. Now it is only one arm that you can take off, so let's remove the sword here. Actually, we could have left it on, and you'll just pull his little hand off there. Now this one you can't do that with, and we can take off some of these weapons off of his back. We'll give him the gun first, and we can see how that looks there. It's really kind of cool there. Doesn't go past his belly much, but he can definitely get his target practice on. I do kind of like that one. Let's see what the bigger gun looks like. All right, so now I think I like this one better. Really looks like he's gonna do some damage with this one. I don't know what kind of gun it is, but definitely looks like he's gonna do a lot more damage with this. And the sword will store on the back as well as the other weapons do. So that's, oops. That's really kind of, oh, maybe. There we go. So I do like that. You have that option. Not sure what to do with the hand afterwards, but we'll just take that off to the side. So there's Bumblebee all armored up there. I like it. Now let's go into alt mode. Okay, so here we have alt mode, which to me is the best mode for this figure. Let's take a close-up. I love the red lines in here, the details. I love how everything just kind of matches up with panels. The wheels do roll. Everything snaps in really nicely. The red here is just amazing looking. Lots of paint up front. Do love the Autobot sign there. But as we get to the back of the vehicle, it's pretty plain. Would like to have seen some details here. I love the tail lights. I love how this also all lines up here, which is something very surprising, how well they did this figure. It looks like the alt mode was what they intended. So this is actually the mode that I'll keep him in. It just looks really good for a Cybertronian vehicle. Now there is storage for the weapons. The sword can actually store on the back, and it just plugs into this little slot here. So now he has one hell of a bumper. The little gun can store, there's a little tab here, or a little tab in the slot there. And we just plug that in like so. And then this big cannon of destruction just goes on top of his hood there, and he's ready to go. And it rolls pretty well. So this will actually be the mode that I will be keeping him in. And I guess the last thing to talk about is the display, which is included in the box. Let's bring that in, and we can see there's some kind of reactor going on in the back here. It says Studio, oops. Let's lift this up just a little bit here. So we can see it says Studio Series. Again, I just love how they keep putting that keypad there. I'll probably get sick of the controller panel, but looks good. So 01, Gamers Edition Transformers, and we can go ahead and put Bumblebee right there as he's driving by the reactor. And this is probably how he'll stay on my shelf. All in all, I give this figure probably a 6 out of 10. Again, it really suffers in bot mode. I love the alt mode. I give the alt mode probably a 8 out of 10. So all in all, I give it about a 6 or a 7. But great figure. Happy I picked it up. And to the con, I'm happy with it. So that's all for this review. Let us know what you think. Again, it's Bot from Bot vs. Con. We'll see you next time.